Game over, Tesla's secret weapon, Giga Press. Tesla has invested heavily in its Giga Presses and continues to do so. But do those massive machines provide an advantage over the competition? And by how much? Tesla is known for doing big things, so it's not surprising the Giga Press would be found in its factories. These massive machines dwarf most people's homes. Keep up with me till the end. This is the truth. The Giga Press is used by Tesla to produce single-piece chassis for their automobiles. This means the automaker only has to deal with 3 parts instead of hundreds. It would have to deal with, if had followed, the auto industry's long-standing practice of bolting and welding parts together. A Giga Press works similarly to any other die-casting machine, using a plunger to force hot molten metal into a mold that will be reused. The impressive difference in the scale at which a Giga Press works. Consider a plastic toy car. The cheaper ones are usually made with a single solid piece before the tires are tacked on. Now imagine the entire chassis of a car being made in the same way, but this time from metal. The chassis will be at most 3 pieces, with the front and rear sections joined by a battery pack structure. The making of a vehicle chassis with a Giga Press occurs in different ways. The preparation stage is injecting soybean oil into the mold, which is required to make it easier to remove the final chassis and ensure that the mold can be reused. A furnace outside of the Giga Press is used to melt the metal. Tesla's chassis is made from an alloy of aluminum and silicone. After cooling to 400 degrees Celsius, the mold is opened and the chassis is put into a pool of water by a robot for further cooling to 50 degrees Celsius. Finally, the chassis will be examined for flaws and rough edges will be cut off before robots drill all of the appropriate holes. Tesla must have seen the concrete benefits before committing to Giga Presses, as they need a lot of expenditure and room for installation. The fact is that the Giga Press is a game changer in the auto industry. The most obvious advantage is speed, because despite their massive size, they work very quickly. According to IDRA specs, an aluminum silicone alloy can go from molten metal to a chassis in less than 100 seconds. Interesting, right? Let me know what you think about this in the comments. JP Morgan went to see a Giga Press in action and was impressed. They did some quick math using a cycle time of 4 to 5 minutes and estimated that a single factory with 10 Giga Presses running continuous shifts could produce 350,000 Model Y chassis per year. The Giga Press actually reduced space requirement by about 30%, and manufacturing costs are much lower. I mean, we see about a 30% reduction in the size of the body shop, which may seem surprising given the large size of the machines themselves. But less space and fewer robots means a smaller maintenance budget, and people will lose their jobs, but eco presses make a lot of money. The cars themselves benefit from the single-piece chassis for a variety of reasons, including the elimination of defects associated with welding and bolting parts together, such as weak joints and misaligned parts. They also weigh less despite being structurally superior, which translates to more range for the same battery capacity. Tesla continues to outperform the competition by ordering more Giga Presses from IDRA. It will almost certainly use a Giga Press for its upcoming Cybertruck and semi-truck, despite the fact that the former steel structure will require more power. We're really going to be employing an even bigger casting machine for the back body of Cybertruck, so we'll be using an 8,000-ton casting press, Musk said. We have been able to structure the first order for an 8,000-ton die casting machine without revealing who the client is, but it kind of gave itself away by revealing the Giga Press will be used for making new energy vehicles by a leading global manufacturer, pointing to Tesla apart from that industry. Tesla isn't the first automaker to use castings, as Cadillac, BMW, and Audi have all done so in the past, but none have gone as far as Tesla has. How the rest of the industry reacts to this is unknown, but we do know that the automotive industry isn't one that jumps at the chance to change things, so Tesla may be able to maintain its lead for a while. Only new startups, according to JP Morgan, have a chance of following Tesla's lead here, because they are nimble enough to adapt to changes. For the time being, the only other company using a Giga Press is based in South Korea and doesn't even make cars. It is used by Globotech to build components for its 5G telecommunications equipment. Tesla's new video on Giga Press. Tesla has been concentrating on casting technologies in recent years in order to manufacture greater elements of its vehicles in larger chunks. We previously revealed that Tesla is now building the Model Y using a single massive rear underbody, rather than the 70 components that were previously employed. Tesla's first Giga Press, which was erected and put into operation last year at the Fremont factory, has made this feasible. The Giga Press machine, developed by IDRA Group in Italy, is the first of its kind with 55,000 to 61,000 kilonewtons of clamping force. In September, another of Tesla's huge machines was unveiled at the Fremont factory. Many of those machines have apparently been ordered by Tesla for use in new factories. Tesla has received a Giga Press at the Gigafactory, Texas, as we previously reported. Tesla is attempting to deploy as many of these as possible, describing them as the world's largest casting press machines. Giga Press in action in a new photo from Tesla. Some of these Giga Press castings machines are also in use at Tesla's Gigafactory Shanghai, where Model Y manufacturing has just begun. The manufacturer has now produced a new video demonstrating these machines in action. According to Elon Musk, going from 70 parts to one large part has considerably streamlined the company's body production line, eliminating the need for about 300 robots. It also improves quality by making the body more uniform without all of the variables that come with the lining up many pieces. To manufacture such a massive part in one piece, the automaker will need to invent a new alloy. The next stage for Tesla is to use the same technology to build the front underbody of the chassis and connect it to the back with a new structural battery pack. Later this year in Gigafactory Berlin, this new body is planned to be created, first for Model Y. Inside Tesla's Cybertruck. Remember how we told you about Tesla's massive die casting machine, the Giga Press? It's about the size of a small house and might aid Tesla in producing cars more rapidly and efficiently. The gem is made by IDRA Group, however, it isn't the company's major unit. In truth, IDRA General Manager Riccardo Ferrario claims that the company has produced a world first, and that it has already received an order for the Tesla Cybertruck. It's the 8,000-ton Giga Press. During the company's Q4 2020 earnings call, Tesla CEO Elon Musk stated that the next all-electric pickup truck would necessitate an even larger Giga Press machine. The IDRA Group recently released the video above, which discussed the topic, the order, and the machine in general. Ferrario provides the following information. IDRA has secured the first order for an 8,000-ton die-casting machine, marking yet another world first for technological innovation. We are very proud to announce that today, on March 16, 2021, we were able to secure the first order for an 8,000-ton end-up dyeing machine. A renowned global manufacturer of alternative fuel cars has placed this order. Tesla is working on making cars that are similar to Matchbox cars, with single huge castings and fewer parts. If you weren't aware, it employed comparable machinery to make the rear underbody of the Model Y electric crossover. Some may argue that in the video above, Ferrario never mentions Tesla. He does, however, mention a major worldwide manufacturer for new energy cars. While this may be enough just to convince the masses that he's talking about Tesla, he then goes on to reveal facts that exactly match Musk's previous call. Furthermore, because IDRA has previously made similar announcements about smaller but still colossal at 6,000 tons, die casting machines, Ferrario said via Teslarati, this massive machine, which will be used to produce chassis components for larger vehicles such as pickup trucks, fully electric light good vehicles, and SUVs, is a masterwork that not only demonstrates IDRA's technical superiority, but also validates the many years of hard work that have gone into realizing this project. Thanks so much for watching. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. Please give the video a thumbs up, like and leave your comments in the comment section below.